this. I've got some announcements and things I want to go over first, and then I am going to need your help tonight. Jennifer will be the only one that will not be able to help me, because make sure mute you. I'm going to mute you. Mute yourself. Let me see. I'm going to mute Vicky. I got everybody muted. I can't hear Jennifer anyway. Okay. So, but I'm gonna need your help tonight on a couple of things. Well, about 30 minutes, but I do want to. I was thinking of some things that you may be struggling with, and as we go through this Coach Basics, make sure to ask questions on these things in the Coach Basics, and be proud. There's 4, 8, 9. So we started this group off, and there was 22 people that said they wanted to be in the Coach Basics group. It's kind of like a challenge group, so don't get discouraged just when you run a challenge group. Because, if you have 40 people in it, you might have 10 show up. If you have 10, you might have 2 show up. And, yes, you are allowed to drink wine on calls. I'm just saying if you want to. That's what I'm talking about, as long as you ship me a bottle. But yeah, so don't get discouraged in your group. This Coach Basics, these were people that said they wanted to be a coach and all this different stuff, and there was 22 people that joined in this group, and there's about 10 that's checking in every day. It don't bother me. Used to, it pissed me off. I'm just telling you. I'd work with people and talk to people, and they'd say, I want to do this and I want to do that and all that different stuff. And they wouldn't show up in the group. And I'm like, how in the crap do you say you want to do this, but your action, so don't get discouraged. It's part of the journey, right? About 50% of the people are going to show up. So a couple of things today I started another challenge group. It's not too late to add people in. You can still invite people to it. It's preseason. So if you don't know what preseason is the prep week. It's where we get ready. It's where people are still receiving in a normal challenge group in the preseason. People are still receiving their challenge packs and things like that. So we're trying to get people ready, get their pictures taken. We're trying to get them mentally prepped and things like that. Show them through their programs and all. So if you still want to invite people to this January 18th challenge group, you can do that. January 25th, I'm going to be running a free 7-day clean eating challenge group. Free. When you say free, people jump all over that. Even if they don't want to do better, they'll be eating cheeseburgers showing up in the group. They don't care. Free, they're going to do it. So I'm going to talk more about that in a second. Cup challenge. Beachbody runs a cup challenge about every 3 months or 4 months. I can't remember what it is. What that is, if you're a new coach, is you get into a team of 5 coaches, and you compete against other coaches, really to see who can sell the most challenge packs. I'm going to be forming a team. And I'm not going to pick anybody. I'm going to see who messages me and says they want to be on my team. Here's the requirements. You have to push for SC10 to be on my team. And when I say push, if you really do a cup challenge the way you're supposed to, you work extra, extra hard that month. What does it do for your business and for you? It pushes you to grow, and it pushes your business if you work extra hard. So who should be on a cup challenge team? Veteran coaches that want to grow their business, and brand hammer spanking new coaches that want to grow their business. Okay. So whoever wants to be on my team, I like to see people team up. Like I like to see, the O'Keefes and the Darbys, get a team and really push. But if all the O'Keefes and Darbys and Albertsons and whoever else don't want to be on a cup team, then you can be on my team. So talk about that amongst yourselves. And if you want to be on a cup team, then then let me know. I'm not going to reach out to anybody. If I don't have 4 people that want to be on my team by the 31st, I'm going to reach out to other coaches, because I want to be on a team that pushes me, this next time, because that's what a cup challenge is supposed to do. It's supposed to push you. If you normally only message 10 or 15 people a month, that month you're going to reach out more. If you only normally post twice a day, that month you're going to post 4 or 5 times a day. It's really, if you do it right, it sets you up for a great year, because you plant a lot of seeds. Even if you don't reach SC10 or never have, it plants a lot of seeds and helps you in that. So if you want to be on my team, and plus you can win some cool prizes. We've won a lot of great prizes in the past. Other thing is the Acuna Patata trip. I don't know how to say that thing. Puna Cana, whatever it is. I don't know about that, what it is, but Fran is getting registered for that. I'm going to kind of let her drive that, and I'm going to make a post about it. We're going to be not her registering everybody, but she's going to talk about it a little bit more in our coach group. I'm going to post what I think most people is going to be registering for that. Let me tell you about that trip, though, that's different this year. You pay it's for 2017. Actually, it's a great trip that goes with Beachbody and all that stuff. You can look on the website to see more details. In order to get on that trip, you have to pay a upfront $300 deposit, and then every 3 months you can pay $300 to go on it, or they give you money for the amount of SC points that you get. So every SC points you get $5 towards it. You can actually get your trip paid for. If I'd have went on a cruise this year, my whole trip would have been paid for. I just didn't register for it. But here's the thing that's different. You have to earn so many Success Club points to actually qualify for it. And it's not a lot. You have to, by March 31st, you have to have had 10 Success Club points in 3 months. Come on, you should be shooting for SC10 every month anyway, just to be honest, if you want to grow your business. Not saying that you have to get it. I'm just saying you should be shooting for that. You got to have 15 by the end of June and 20 by the end of September 30th. So it pushes you to want to get on that. They're not just going to let anybody and everybody get on that cruise. You have to actually be, some working coaches. So get back to the 7-day free clean eating group. What I'd like for you to do, this is something I'm going to run, and that I'll add everybody to, all our coaches in the Coach Basics group, whether you want to be in it or not. I'm going to add you in it so you can add people to it. I'll do the daily post. You don't have to do any work, but you need to post about that. When should you post about that? I would really post about it on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I'll share some posts, but go type in 7-day free clean eating group. There's pictures already out there on Google. Just what we're going to have in this group is free recipes, free meal plans, a little bit of motivation. I'll start the group off, kind of introducing myself. I may ask you to introduce yourself. At the end of the group, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into talking about our next challenge group. So what we do with a 7-day free clean eating group is simply this. We're giving people just a little bit of a view about what we do. If you really want to grow your business, you should run a free 7-day clean eating group. We give you the posts. The posts are there. I'll share them in the Coach Basics group. But you should do that about every 2 months, because it brings people in to show you that, hey, I'm here to help you. After that 7-day free clean eating group is there, if people comment in that 7-day free clean eating group, then you need to comment on it if it's your people. At the end of that 7-day free clean eating group, you're going to go and you're going to message those people and say, hey, Kristen, I appreciate you showing up in the group. I hope it was helpful. Just want to know if it was, good and bad, blah, blah, blah. And hopefully they'll reply to you. When they reply to you, they'll tell you some stuff. Also, tell me a little bit about why you got in this 7-day clean eating group. You're kind of forming those people. You're trying to figure out why they got into it. And they'll say, well, I was wanting to do this and this and this. Well, that's great. I hope this helped you. Also, just to help you reach those goals, I want to let you know about this challenge group that I've got going on. And you could tell them about the challenge group. You see how it goes? And I don't mean this bad, but you're not doing the free clean eating group just to give something to somebody free. You are, but at the same time, it's going to lead you into conversation, for the next challenge group. Questions about that? Y'all see how that works? We don't do it we do it because it's free, but I've had 70 people, 60 or 70 people wanting to get in a free clean eating group. That's 60 or 70 conversations that I can have with people. And usually I'm going to get 10 of those people to buy a challenge pack. Okay. So any questions about that? Who's going to be in the 7-day free clean eating group, and who's going to invite Friday, Saturday, and Sunday? I'm challenging you with this. Okay. I promise you, if you'll do this, if you'll post about it Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, then you will get people in it, and you will hit Success Club in February. Just like I'm in a group right now, it's called a Diamond and Above group, and they're pushing us to post about coaching every day. And I'm going to talk about that more later. I'm not going to talk about that tonight. I don't feel like everybody's quite ready for that. But any questions about that? Nothing else? Okay. So I need participation. Who wants to play the customer right now? Okay, Kim, thank you for volunteering. So, Kim, tell me you can't mute yourself. You have to play alone. Okay. So let's pretend, what's some comments that you've had on your post before about a challenge pack or about a challenge group or whatever?
On my social media post or inviting someone?
Either one.
Conversation. right away they want to know how much it cost.
Okay. So Kim says, so play along, Kim.
Okay.
How much does it cost, Michael? Okay.
So, okay. Oh, great. Thanks for inviting me to that. I've seen a little bit about it on your Facebook posts, but I'm not sure I can afford it right now.
Okay. So you want to know, a little bit about the cost and stuff, not sure if you can afford it and things. So really the cost is dependent on the program that you get. So tell me a little bit about your goals. If you did something like this, what would your goals be?
Oh my gosh, Michael. Well, I am like really struggling right now in life because I am on a hormone pill and it's made me really gain some weight recently, and I've just really struggled with my weight. So I would love to lose like 25 pounds.
Lose 20. Okay, we can do that. I've helped a lot of people lose 25 pounds, and a lot more. So tell me, do you have any health issues besides what you just told me that would slow you down?
I get headaches a lot.
Okay, you get headaches a lot. How about any injuries or anything that would slow you down?
I hurt my leg last summer, but it seems to be okay since then.
Okay. So that's good because we got some programs that can work with you as far as modifiers and things like that. Is there any types of programs or workout things that you really like?
Well, what about age? Because I am a little bit older.
You are a lot older, so that's all right. I wouldn't normally say that. I'm just messing with Kim. So yeah, that's all right too. I have people that I've worked with before that's in their 60s and things like that, and so that's no big deal. Do you have any kind of exercise that you like or anything?
Probably more like low impact. I don't want anything that's gonna maybe cause that injury to come back on my knee.
Okay, I get that. So tell me this: have you ever tried to lose weight before?
Oh, sure. I mean, I'm a roller coaster dieter. Every other week, I'm trying something new.
So why do you think you failed?
I'm not consistent with it.
Not consistent. Why do you think you're not consistent?
I think that in the beginning, I set up the goals too high. Like, oh my gosh, I'm going to lose 25 pounds.
Yeah.
And then if I see anything come off after a week, I'm like, forget this and let's look for something else.
Okay. So as your coach, I'm going to help you set goals, short-term and long-term goals. I'm going to make sure that you stay accountable because really being on a roller coaster is not really good and healthy for you, right? So tell me this. Tell me, what's a typical day look like as far as your eating and things? You eat breakfast? Do you eat lunch?
Yeah, I do eat all 3 meals. And I go out a lot, so I eat out a lot dinner-wise with friends.
Okay. So what do you typically eat for like a lunch or a breakfast?
Breakfast, I usually do cereal with whole milk. And then lunch, I might have a salad. And then dinner, I'm going to have a steak with baked potato and dessert.
Okay. That's all right. That's so if I could show you a program that would help you, really plan your meals better, it'd be a great workout as far as modification and things like that could help you, lose the weight that you want. And I could help hold you accountable to those goals. Is that something you'd be interested in?
For sure. Yes.
Okay. So I've got this workout and it's called the 21-Day Fix. And I really don't want to explain it because the video that I can send you would better explain it. But I'm going to send you this video. If I send it to you, would you watch it and give me some feedback on it?
Well, are you talking about that thing that is on that infomercial with that Autumn chick or whoever?
Yeah, that chick, Autumn. Yeah. So that's the company I work for, actually. That's the company I work for. So it's called Beachbody. Yeah. So if I sent you a little bit of information about that, could you watch that?
Yeah, I'll watch it.
Okay.
Sorry.
So I'm going to send this to you, but as soon as you get done watching it, let me know what you think, if it's something that you would like, if it's something that you could do. Just give me a little bit of feedback about it.
Okay, I can do that.
Okay, so that's forming somebody, right? First off, right off the bat, she asked, how much does it cost, or I can't afford it, or whatever. Well, I'm not going to disregard that. The next thing I'm going to do after she watches that and comes back to me and says, hey, yeah, I like that. I think that I could do that. Then she's going to say, well, how much is it? I'm going to say, well, it also comes with a meal replacement, called Shakeology. And that's where it's going to really help you to be your very best. It's going to help you to be your healthiest. And it's also going to save you money because, Kim, you go out to eat every night and you get a dessert and some yeast rolls and a steak and a salad and a lot of stuff, and that costs you about probably $12. So this is going to save you some money. So I'll talk about that. If you can look at this, I do the same thing with the video with that, and I say if you can look at this, it also comes with with the 21-day fix, and they're going to come back and say, yeah, that looks great. Most of the time, that's what I get. And then they say, well, how much is it? And I say, right now we've got a deal going on where you get the 21-day fix, you get the Shakeology, you get the portion control containers, you get the meal plan, you get me as a coach. I put you in our online health and accountability group. I talk about, I list every little detail that they get, and I say, if they come back with money, then I always go with the feel, felt, found. I always say, I know how you feel. That's how I feel, because at first when I heard $140, I thought, man, but then I started looking at, I was spending $40 on the gym. I was having to drive every day. That was gas money. Then I was having, I was eating lunch. Then I was buying these vitamins, and that's how I feel. But that's how I know how you feel. But this is what I found. It was actually saving me time and money to be able to do this every month. And it's like, well, I'm on a budget. Well, I am too, and that's what it helped. I could budget this right at the top of my thing, right at the top of my list every month, and it saved me money. And if they still say that, well, so I'll tell you what, I understand. One thing that Beachbody does is they offer a bottom of the bag guarantee. And I don't throw that out there. I mean, it don't matter. They'll give them their money back, but I don't like to just throw that out there. But if they're still worried about the money, try it for 30 days. Hey, if you don't like it, I'll show you how to get your money back. But you see how instead of just saying when they say, well, I'm on a budget, you just say, well, yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, well, maybe you can get in our free clean eating group. Yeah, I know how you feel. I'm on a budget too. And just giving up on them. Too many people do that. Or the first thing they say is, how much is that, Janice? And you say, it's $140. Oh, crap, $140. They don't even know what they're getting or which program they're going to get, right? So what's some other things that you've been asked besides the money trap? What else have y'all found? Is there anything else that y'all found that y'all really struggle with?
Well, today I actually got, what is this all about?
Yeah.
On my post.
Yeah.
So it wasn't money off the top. It was, what's this challenge group all about?
Okay. So one thing that I do too, was that in a comment? You can stay unmuted. That way. Was it in a comment or what?
Yeah, it was a comment to my post about challenge group today.
Okay.
About challenge group starting today.
Yep.
And it was how do I join, and then what's it all about?
Okay. So anytime that anybody comments on my post, I automatically say, hey, I'll shoot you a message and get you the details, or, something, get them in a conversation offline. Don't get them in a conversation online, because a lot of people, what's that?
I sent them a message because I didn't want to get into it right there under that post.
Yep. Because what you're going to try to do is find out some personal information. So you just tell them, and that's where you really share your own personal thing. If they was to ask me what it's all about, I'll say it's about a journey that I've been taking to be my very best, to improve my health, to improve my fitness, with accountability with some people that's on a journey just like me. I'm trying to lose weight, or I'm trying to blah, 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 just something, and then turn that back around to them. You always want to turn it back around on them and somehow say, if you did something like this, what would be your goals? But this journey for me is about losing weight and being my healthiest, to be a better mom or whatever it may be, but always try to turn that back around them and start asking them questions. Ask them open-ended questions so they have to come back with you. Don't never leave a conversation with it where it's just like, it's a health and fitness journey. You know what I'm saying? And you want to leave it with a question mark at the end. Always give them something that they have to come back on. And you ask them at a challenge group, you could just say it's a group of people that's working out, that's working to get their very best, or trying to improve their health and their fitness. We're all using, Team Beachbody workouts, and I'm a coach, so I'm helping to hold people accountable. Just share. A lot of times it's just sharing really from your heart what it is. But you always want to try to form those people. You always want to try to, and if you hadn't seen it, we'll learn more about forming and stuff like that, talking about their faith, their occupation. There's 4 different things it's talking about there. But you want to take the time. I've missed out on helping a lot of people by rushing into stuff. There have been a few times when I knew I knew they didn't care. They wanted it. They didn't care. They wanted it. They were desperate, for help. They tried everything under the sun, and they wanted to help. But it's best to get in that conversation. And I can't help. I'm telling you, I promise you this. I told Tiffany this today. Me and Tiffany was talking about some stuff, and Tiffany has inspired more people than she knows. Go, if you hadn't seen Tiffany's before pictures, go look at Tiffany's before pictures. Okay, it's really inspiring. So, but me and Tiffany was talking about today and talking about the struggles of being a coach and stuff like this. And I told Tiffany this today. I said, stick with us. Even if it's from not a business perspective. If you want to grow a business, stick with me and do what I teach you to do and what you learn, and you'll grow a business. If you'll be consistent and work your freaking tail off, you'll grow a business. I promise you that. You cannot fail. Consistency and work, right? Everybody say it together. Consistency and work. Yeah, woo! I'm telling you, we're going to get this thing. But I told Tiffany, I said this. I said, even if you was to quit the business, I would encourage every one of you to stay a part of our fit family, for the simple fact of this: you're going to never give up. You'll never give up, because this family won't let you down. They'll put you in a group message and message you like 800 times at night, right? Some of y'all did that to me last night. But anyway, I'm just having fun. But if you'll stick with this family, you're going to inspire other people, and you're going to be your best, even if you don't try to grow a business, But if you want to grow a business, if you'll stick with me and work your freaking tail off and be consistent at it and do what I teach you to do, not because it's things that I've come up with, but it's because what I've been taught, and because I'm a successful coach. I'm not patting myself on the back, but I do pretty good at my business, and I'm not stopping unless I hear an audible voice from God telling me to, because I feel like this is where He'd have me to be. So stick with us, Kristen. Stick with us, and you will inspire other people. The other thing that I'll talk with you about right now too, while we're talking about this with your post, you have to let people know that you're a coach. You have to talk about that often. If not, they're not going to know that you are, right? Just like, for example, Tiffany's talking about some people that didn't know that she was a coach, right? And just like Tabitha, I'll pick on Tabitha. Tabitha was going to sign up to be a coach under teambeachbody.com. She didn't know that she could sign up with me, right? Yeah, I didn't do, and I didn't take that as an insult. I took that as, I told Tiffany today, I took that as, how do I let people know better? I'm not doing something good enough, right? And you need this. You'd be better off working with a team than working, just by yourself. So we got to do a better job of putting it out there. So what other questions y'all get that you struggle with, or comments, or whatever it may be? Go ahead, Tracy. Wait a minute. Let me unmute you. She said, shh. Somebody. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
What I'm struggling with is a lot of people, they're telling me that I'm inspiring them with my posts, and they're changing. They'll say, like, I've started working out, or I'm eating better, but yet still they're not allowing me to help them on their journey. So, and I don't mind me inspiring them, but then at the same time, I would also want to go along with them on that journey in order to try to build my business, if that's what I'm in this for. You know what I'm saying?
And you are, right? There's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
So how long have you been a coach, Tracy?
I think it was October the 14th of last year.
Okay. How long have you been an active working coach? Has it been since then? I can't remember.
I think it was probably like in November, I guess.
Okay. So people are still watching you, right? And most of these people that are watching you and they're saying that you're inspiring them, they're going to quit. They're going to give up. I mean, I'm just telling you the honest to God truth. Most people quit. They say 70% of people quit their health and fitness journey, and they set out New Year's resolutions. It's more than that. It really is. So a lot of these people that are inspiring you right now, that you're inspiring right now, they're going to come back around to you. So you're planting a lot of seeds right now. There's people that I've selling challenge packs to. Like my goal this month was to be at SC10 by the 10th, and I'm at SC11. I think I hit it by the 12th or something like that. But some of those people that I sold challenge packs to this month, people that I talked to 9 or 10 months ago. That's no lie. There's people that'll come back around. You have to, y'all know you read the Bible because you do some great posts in the morning. Go read and talk and see the where it's talking about planting the seeds, right? And you're casting out seeds all the time. And sometimes, and I'll talk about this all the time, sometimes you're casting on the thorny ground, sometimes you're casting on the rocky ground, sometimes you're casting on the good soil. And that's the seeds that you reap right now. But, keep staying in this group and learning, because what you'll see too, and coaches, take note, veteran coaches that suck at this, I'm just saying, not all veteran coaches, but some, you should be adding 10 to 20 Facebook friends every day. If you don't know how to do it, it's there. It says down in the friends thing, go look, and it'll let you choose options. I'm adding about 15 to 20 every day. I haven't went in Facebook jail yet, but you should be growing your expanding your market every day. If you're not adding at least 10 Facebook friends every day, then you're not doing what you need to be doing. I'm telling you. And as you continue to plant those seeds, you will reap a harvest with that. You will. And we'll teach you more about how to post and things like that. This 7-day free clean eating group, it should help some too. And you'll get a lot of people in there that's going to want to be a part of this group, and hopefully you will. And then you got to do a good job of following up later and saying, this and this. And ask people when they say, if you see them out and they say that you're inspiring them, well, what are you doing? Well, I'm a runner. Well, good luck. It's 20 degrees outside. You know why you fail at this and why you yo-yo up and down? Because you're not consistent, because you can't be. Because if you're a runner, you're not going to be running today unless you're a freaking moron. I'm just saying, or an idiot or crazy or psycho or something. I'm not running when it's 20 degrees. But what you going to do when it's 20 degrees and it's raining? You can't be consistent at that. This is where we can help you, right? I mean, the gym. What holidays is it closed on? Do you have time all the time because of your kids? This is something you can be consistent with. Accountability. This is something you can be consistent with. Nutrition plan. Most people guess at that. So you have to share. When you're talking to people, share those things. I talked to a mom today, and I felt bad because I almost laughed out loud, because she said that she was wanting to lose weight. And she said, I'm on this, I think she said HGC thing, and she's eating 500 calories a day. And when she said it, I heard her daughter laugh, and I looked at her daughter, and I know we're good enough to say this. I said, do you want your daughter doing this diet? And she's like, no. I said, are you going to do this the rest of your life? And I know we're good enough to say this. She's like, no, but I want to lose 25 pounds quick. I said, well, go get you some diet pills while you're doing this and wrap your belly with some of that stuff, that magic wrap. I said, just do it all. I said, because what you get is a temporary thing, and it's going to be quick, and it's going to go away, and it's going to come back. And she said, I know. And I said, well, what would you want your daughter doing? And I got in a deep conversation with her. So find out what some of these people are doing and see if they're doing it right, because you know things now as a coach that you didn't know 6 months ago to do, right? You learn some stuff. You are becoming a health and fitness coach. You really are. Whether you know it or not, you are becoming that. You have to recognize yourself as that. You're a resource. So treat yourself in your business like that.
Okay.
Who else? Go ahead, Ms. Janice.
I've had a couple of people who have tried Shakeology and they just don't like it, or they're opposed to a shake. And I mean, I can't imagine anybody not liking it, but so would you still, try to find out if they're interested in a workout program only, or?
Yeah, you can do that, but find out too why they're opposed to a shake. If they say they're opposed to a shake, because a lot of people, I heard somebody say the other day, they don't want to have to depend on a pill or a shake. And I'm like, well, you're depending on a meal every day. You're depending on some kind of nutrition every day. This is simple, easy, superfood, all natural nutrition every day that you can depend on, that that there's no way that you can get all the nutrition that you need. Even if you eat really, really good, you're still missing out on things. This is something easy to replace a meal with every day. If they don't like it, I've had people do that before, and I try to find out what they didn't like. Was it the flavor? Was it the texture? Was it whatever? And then sometimes that's just their excuse, and I move on. I'm not spending a lot of calories on people begging them.
Right. Well, that's what I've done too. One of them has tried Shakeology and said it just tasted yucky and she just couldn't do it. And, another one said she had tried it as well and didn't like it and just wasn't going to drink a shake. So,
yep.
If they're that opposed to it, I'm just not going to try to convince them.
No, just find out what they don't like, or if they say They don't want to be dependent on it. I don't fuss with nobody. I just try to find out why. And then try to use that feel, felt, found method again. I mean, I do that a lot, and if they don't, then rock on. That's why you're adding 10 new friends on Facebook every day, or 20 or 30 or whatever, and on Instagram, you should be adding. I follow probably about 300 to 400 people a day on Instagram, people that I think that people that could use this or be good coaches or whatever it may be. Who else? Anybody? So make sure. Well, I want to ask y'all one other thing. Who's doing their personal development reading or listening every day? Okay, so if you're doing it, does it seem to be making a difference? Does it seem to make? So if you're not doing it, then if you struggle, does anybody on this team struggle or have bad days? Wait a minute. Right here, yeah, we all do, right? I've just seen my bare feet. I gotta get some. I don't know. I need some lotion or something. But anyway, it's kind of cracking. But so, yeah, we all do. I'm telling you this. Today I listened to the most awesome sermon, and it inspired my post today. But that talking about, are you going to be powerful or are you going to be pitiful? I don't come up with this stuff. I listen to stuff. And the title of that sermon that I was listening to wasn't that, but that's what God spoke to me. And I was like, yes, I'm going to be powerful today. I'm going to be powerful this year. I'm going to stop. And people at work sometimes, I think they don't like because I'm so positive. They're like, it ain't always Mr. Good. It ain't always got to be positive or always got to be happy. I was like, yes, it does, because that's what I choose to be. Even when life sucks and I'm at my lowest, that's what I choose to be. And I'm telling you, that's what personal development will do for you. If you're every day, even if you ain't struggling, listen to or read personal development. That compound effect is a must. And then after that, I'm gonna tell you other stuff to be reading. I'm gonna tell you podcasts to listen to. But you have to do 10 minutes of that every day. If you've got kids, tell them to be quiet, because if I don't listen to this, I'm probably going to kill you. So if I do listen to this, I might buy you something. I don't know. It's going to change my life, and it could change yours or save it. I don't. But I'm telling you, it's a game changer. Personal development is a game changer. If you're struggling in this business, or if you're struggling with life at all, ask yourself, are you doing personal development? And if you're not, you better be doing it. It's a game changer. So 7-day free clean eating group will start the 25th. I'm going to run it. Oh, did you go over there? Yes, we did. I'm going to post some stuff in the Elite Fitness group about that. So we're going to get some stuff about that. So January 18th challenge group, you can still add people to. It's January 25th free clean eating group. This Thursday, I'm going to be hosting a Beachbody coach call on Thursday night, and I'll do it at 9:00. It'll last about 40 minutes. For you new coaches, basically what that is, you'll want to get on that if you can and see what it is if you've never been on it. But I'm going to talk about what a Beachbody coach is, what we do, how you make money, how you go on this journey. How do you get training? I'm going to talk about some new training that we got. I'm going to be talking about all that stuff. So if you've got anybody that you know of that you think would want to be a Beachbody coach, invite them to this call. I will post a link in the team page and the Coach Basics page. It'll be just like this right here that they'll show up on, and I'll do a screen share. They won't have to answer any questions or ask any questions, but there will be a Q&A at the end. If you want to grow your business, you need to get more coaches and stuff like that. That way you can expand your market and kind of, it's the ripple effect, right? It's the compound effect for those that are reading the book. But that'll be Thursday night at 9:00, and I'll make a post in the Coach Basics and Elite Fitness about that, and a 7-day free clean eating group. And don't forget, if you want to be on my Cup Challenge team and you are going to work hard to get SC10, not just say I want to get SC10, but you're going to work hard to get SC10 in February, then shoot me a message and say, hey, I want to be on your team, and we'll go from there. Any other questions or comments? 37 minutes. I went over. I'm sorry.
I have one.
Okay.
Or I mute that. Okay, sorry.
He's about to get beat up.
Okay. It's echoing. Next month is the Heart Disease Awareness Month for the American Heart Association. So I was thinking about the first week in February running a heart healthy crock pot recipe, some sort of group already. So that was my thoughts.
That'd be awesome. Honestly, if we did a free group every month, it would be awesome. I'm just not going to run one every month. So if you could run one next month, I'll add my people to it. I'll invite and have people to it. I think the more free groups that you do, you don't want to do one every week, but if you do one every month, it's just going to get people into your world even more. So yeah, if you'll share those dates with us and stuff like that and your kind of theme or idea, let's do it.
Okay.
Also, was you able to look for a hotel room for Summit anymore?
Brian pulled it up after our call last week, and there wasn't anything listed, but we can look again this week.
Yeah, even if we got to drive 20 minutes or whatever, just something. We got to just see what you can come up with.
Okay.
Okay. Any questions or comments? I'm proud of y'all for showing up in the Coach Basics and for showing up on this call, but more than that, I'm thankful for you. It encourages me. It sucks to get on these calls and to talk to yourself. I've been there and done it. And we had a good conversation, but no talking back, no fussing, you know. But anyway, so thank y'all for showing up. Let's get a picture real quick. I like doing pictures, as y'all can tell, and videos and all that stuff. I'm going to see if I can get a good one. What in the world? Okay, y'all ready? 1, 2, 3. That was good. Did somebody shoot a bird in there? I need to go back and look at that. They didn't. I'm just kidding. Y'all have a good night and have a good week. And let me know if you want to be on my team. And let me know if you need anything from me. Take it easy.